Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the portfolio. Again, I want to thank everyone out there for showing so much support on the channel. If you guys do like the content, if you guys do like the video series, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you are a subscriber, make sure to hit that bell button to get alerts and updates on all new content posted on the channel. For today's video, I want to respond to a number of viewers on the channel wondering exactly what do you need to establish an options position, either selling off a particular call or put or buying a call or put. What is actually required for each of those different trades? So I thought I'd jump into the settings portion of the application here. Take a look in the middle, options trading. If we go ahead and click on that, you can see that on the basic tier there are a number of things that you can do with regards to options trading, and then there is also the ability to do spreads, much more sophisticated than simply buying and selling puts and calls. It involves some complex strategy. I'm not going to dive into that right now, but we will go through it and enable spreads on this video. So up on top there, you can see basic tier. These are the current options available to everyone with regards to options trading. If you do enable options trading on the platform, you can see buying calls and puts. And the big question is, what do you need to buy and sell off puts and calls? So buying a call or put, you simply need to have money in your portfolio to buy that particular contract. It's typically anywhere from $5 to $100. You don't need a lot of capital by doing that particular trade. You don't need to have those covered when you are buying calls or puts. But if you're selling off these calls or puts, you do need to have capital. If you're selling off a call, they are called covered calls because you have to have those stocks in your portfolio. For example, if I want to sell off a call for Ford, I have to have at least 100 shares of Ford in the portfolio. If I sell off one covered call, if I want to sell off two covered calls, I need to have 200 shares of Ford in the portfolio, so on and so forth. You can't do naked calls. Same goes with puts. If you're selling off a put, you have to have cash collateral to buy that stock in the future. And again, if you guys remember from my prior video, if you sell off a call, you're obligating yourself to sell a stock at a particular price, so you have to have that in your portfolio. That's why it's called a covered call. You can't do naked calls. And then if you are selling off a put, you have to have that cash collateral to buy those stocks in the future in your portfolio. And both the stocks for a covered call as well as the cash for a cash covered put are locked up in the portfolio. You can't buy or sell the stock if you sold off a covered call on a number of stocks, and you can't use that capital cash in your portfolio if you have that tied up by selling off a covered put, a cash covered put. And then you can also exercise options. Like I said, if you buy a call or put, you can exercise those options or choose not to exercise those options. It's up to you. But most investors, if it's in the money, you'll go ahead and exercise that option. And then you can go ahead and sell off the stock and make a quick profit. Or likewise for the opposite, buy the stock and make a profit as well. So buying and selling spreads currently not enabled. Let's go ahead and do that on this video here. Again, it's much more sophisticated. There's all sorts of different strategies that you can employ. As you can see here, enable spreads. You can trade vertical spreads, condors, calendar spreads, a lot of other more sophisticated types of trades as well for free. And on the bottom there, you can see, again, it wants to acknowledge that there's a lot of risk involved in options, especially some of these more sophisticated ways of trading options. Let's go ahead and enable spreads here. You can see user is not approved for the requested option level. So this just actually updated. Not quite sure why I am not approved for that. We'll kind of see what happens moving forward with enabling spreads in the portfolio. If you guys are doing options trading, have you guys enabled this particular option in the application? Again, like I said, this is the first time I've seen this pop up on the latest update with regards to the Robinhood application here. Not seen this particular tab before. It's not letting me enable the second tier here with regards to options trading. So I'm only able to do covered calls and cash covered puts at the moment, as well as buying calls and puts on the portfolio here. So let me know if you guys have enabled spreads. What did you do? Did you contact Robinhood? Do they have to essentially see a number of options trades that you've made to make sure that you have enough experience? Just wanted to update you guys on what are the options trades that you can do currently on the Robinhood app, as well as future trades here. Again, enabling spreads, much more sophisticated way of trading options. Essentially, you're doing a number of different trades at the same time, trying to minimize risk And again, like I said, there are a whole number of different ways in which you can do that. It gets very, very complex and much more complex than I'm able to do in this video here. So again, not to make the video too long, I guess I'll end it here. Again, let me know if you guys have enabled spreads and what you did to get that enabled. I'll kind of end the video here. If you guys, again, enjoy the content on the channel, if you guys enjoy the video series, feel free to like, share, and subscribe.